It began quietly, almost invisibly. No sudden flash, no announcement, only a faint, deliberate motion in the blackness of space. At first, scientists assumed it was a comet, then maybe an asteroid, but the more they observed it, the more it resisted classification. 3I Atlas was unlike anything recorded in human history. Its shape was almost perfectly symmetrical, its movement eerily deliberate, and its presence almost intelligent. It was neither alive in any biological sense nor a mere inert rock drifting through the void. It was something else, something that seemed aware. Memories of Oumuamua resurfaced, a slender, tumbling shard of interstellar mystery that had sped through our solar system years earlier, leaving more questions than answers. Many scientists speculated it was a natural object behaving strangely. Others whispered that it might be a probe, a passive observer sent by an unknown intelligence. Yet Oumuamua, as mysterious as it was, paled in comparison to 3I Atlas. Larger, slower, far more precise. And thanks to the James Webb Space Telescope, humanity now had the clearest eyes ever cast upon the cosmos. Webb confirmed what everyone feared. 3I Atlas was not merely unusual, it was engineered, deliberate, possibly sentient. From the moment it was catalogued, 3I Atlas defied expectations. Interstellar visitors rarely pass this close to Earth. Most follow erratic paths, blazing past planets at impossible speeds before vanishing into the dark. But 3I Atlas moved differently. It coasted, its trajectory smooth and carefully calculated, threading between planets in ways that maximized gravitational efficiency, as though it had mapped our solar system millennia before arrival. The implications were chilling. This was not chance. This was design. When astronomers traced its path back in time, they found it statistically impossible for any object of its size and velocity to navigate the debris fields, radiation belts, and collision zones of the solar system without some form of intelligence. It moved like a master chess player navigating a board filled with hidden threats. Webb's observations revealed even more unsettling details. Thermal readings displayed rhythmic pulses, heat emission patterns that could not be attributed to natural processes like sublimating ice or radioactive decay. Spectrographic analysis detected hyper-reflective compounds, dense internal structures, and hollow segments, materials unlike anything found in comets, asteroids, or planets. And there was the electromagnetic signal, a low-frequency pulse repeating every 147 seconds. Its signature mimicked a pulsar, yet the object had no spinning core, no magnetic field, no energy source. It was sending a message, or at the very least, mimicking one. Cross-referencing this signal with Oumuamua's data yielded a disturbing connection. The same frequency had been detected during Oumuamua's brief solar system visit years earlier, but at a lower intensity. Some theorized that Oumuamua was merely a scout, a passive reconnaissance probe. 3I Atlas, however, was interactive. It was observing, adapting, responding. Where Oumuamua tumbled aimlessly, 3I Atlas navigated purposefully. Where Oumuamua left only questions, 3I Atlas was beginning to provide answers that humans were not yet ready to comprehend. Then came the trajectory shift. Observatories in Chile and Hawaii recorded a sudden, precise change in its path that could not be explained by gravitational forces, solar winds, or any known natural phenomenon. It was subtle, almost imperceptible, but unmistakable. A decision had been made. The object altered its course in perfect synchronization with Earth's orbital plane. For mission analysts, the implications were staggering. 3I Atlas had responded, either to our presence or to some other influence. Independent researchers began analyzing its electromagnetic pulses in unprecedented detail. Using neural networks trained in multidimensional pattern recognition, they uncovered mathematical sequences embedded in the signal. Fibonacci spirals, prime numbers, golden ratios. These were not random. They appeared in natural structures on Earth, in galaxy formations, in DNA, and even in ancient human architecture. The pulses responded dynamically to solar activity, planetary proximity, and terrestrial emissions. A brief disruption coincided precisely with Webb's infrared lock-on. 3i Atlas had detected that we were watching. It had responded. Webb also revealed complex carbon molecules along the object's surface, perfectly structured, resembling the building blocks of life: amino acids, RNA precursors, and prebiotic hydrocarbons. Unlike the chaotic chemistry found in comets, these compounds appeared refined or cultivated. Some researchers proposed a chilling hypothesis. 3i Atlas might be a seed ship, designed not just for exploration, but for propagation of life itself. Earth may not have been a random stop. It could be a target, chosen for observation, preparation, or eventual colonization. Patterns began emerging when comparing Oumuamua, Boris, and 3i Atlas. Oumuamua had tumbled through silently. Boris had accelerated in inexplicable ways. But 3i Atlas was deliberate, adaptive, evolving in real time. Webb observed subtle surface shifts, reflecting what seemed like self-reconfiguration. And now, the object was emitting a secondary signal, longer pulses aimed into deep space, as if calling or reporting. It was no mere interstellar rock. It was a node, a messenger, a system of observation and response. The terrestrial impact was equally alarming. High-altitude monitoring over Antarctica detected microwave bursts precisely aligned with 3i Atlas's angular trajectory shifts. Seismic stations recorded ultra-low-frequency rumbles synchronized with its pulses. Magnetic anomalies disrupted satellites, and migratory animals altered their navigation in ways inexplicable by natural forces. Even ancient Babylonian star charts revealed its path intersecting sacred constellations, forming spirals mirrored in cave art across continents. Was this a message, a ritual, or a record of ancient knowledge encoded in motion? The lock and key hypothesis emerged. Oumuamua was the lock, a passive assessment of Earth and its inhabitants. 3i Atlas, the key, was active, unlocking dormant systems, latent knowledge, or even ancient technology. Subtle oscillations in Earth's magnetosphere aligned with its pulses, triggering temporary anomalies in Voyager probes, as if acknowledging their presence. Some scientists went further, proposing that 3i Atlas might manipulate space-time itself. Webb detected tiny gravitational warps and lensing effects inconsistent with natural phenomena, creating the possibility that the object was folding space around itself. Light arrived earlier than expected, suggesting localized temporal compression. It was not just a visitor, it was a space-time manipulator. Infrared monitoring revealed emissions in a previously silent electromagnetic band, cycling in precise intervals like a binary sequence. Observatories experienced sensor overloads. One prototype telescope even melted its primary chip from a pulse lasting milliseconds. The object had the power to blind instruments, manipulate visibility, and control what humans could observe. 3i Atlas was not a passive object. It was aware, reactive, and possibly alive in a quantum sense, with memory, decision-making, and purpose. The unsettling question remains. Was 3i Atlas drawn into our solar system by chance, or had it been lying in wait? Could it have been positioned along a trajectory calibrated to intersect civilizations at a threshold of technological advancement, cosmic curiosity, and daring? Every signal, every pulse, every subtle adjustment could be a test, a warning, or a call. Humanity may not be the intended recipient. By observing, we may have triggered something far older, more complex, and far more intelligent than ourselves. The universe is listening, and it may already be responding. The deeper humanity looks, the more it becomes clear. What we once considered random or miraculous may have purpose and design. 3i Atlas is not a rock. It is not a natural phenomenon. It is a sentinel, a carrier, a potential harbinger of change. And as we watch, the line between observer and observed begins to blur. The universe may be far older, far stranger, and far more intelligent than we dare imagine, and 3i Atlas is only the beginning of that revelation.